All right, so we got Meta, Facebook. Right now it's at 162.93, a steep drop from its high back in September. It was at 378. So we're looking at a 50% or 50% drop, which is huge. Half drop. Um, so Meta, they obviously had their problems with Congress last year. In Mark Zuckerberg was interviewed. But he's definitely one of the ones that's spearheading the metaverse. Are you a fan of the metaverse right now?
Uh, I mean, not really. I don't know the potential of the metaverse though. I don't. I think that that's still an unexplored space that we don't really
I
know
mean,
what's going to
technically,
come
we're in
of
the
it.
metaverse right now.
Yeah,
They're somebody's listening to us via the metaverse, so I think it's definitely the future.
but I think they needed to do a rebrand. They got a lot of bad press over political shit that they really didn't want to have anything to do with. And they got drug in front of Congress. Mark Zuckerberg did had to answer a lot of questions. That was all real bad press. And I think pivoting to the
Yeah,
meta verse and is a way to change the conversation.
I think it's funny how they're like, "Oh yeah, you know where I'm at," and then they go back to their office, donate now from my from my page, their Facebook page. So
Yeah, and
it works both ways. Like, and he didn't say it because I'm sure he was trying to be nice, but I'm sure he could have easily been like, "Hey, how do you guys do your charity financing, and how you guys are trying to collect some donations?" And I'm sure 100%
you
of
mean the
them,
politicians?
yeah, they all use Facebook, Instagram, and try to promote their product. But
Well, at the end of the day, Facebook is an ad. They have ad revenue. That's their business. They sell
yeah,
advertise
Facebook.
targeted
I mean,
advertising. It,
Instagram is massive. Like, it's hard to beat Instagram right now.
it's all ads, everything.
Yeah, it's somebody being at the beach that's advertising for the beach or whatever, that taco that looks delicious. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Where'd you get that from? So, so definitely. Um,
Looking at some of the fundamentals, though, I mean, their revenue's been up the past few years. December 2021 was their last annual statement that dropped. I see revenues up. Gross revenue is up about 32 million. So that's a lot.
I actually remember it being $25. I remember that,
Yeah,
and
I remember when they went public, it dropped to $13 the
yeah,
day it dropped. It
and
went public.
I was like, oh man, maybe my day or one day it might get to $40. And seeing it at what was it, 372 or 380, it just it's crazy, and that's what the way we got to think about other stocks as well that are $26 right now. So yeah, I mean it's a solid company. Will it get to 300? I think absolutely we'll get to that. When I don't know. um, 2018 it was at 133. Pandemic hits at 154. Um, yeah, and it shot up because of that, I guess.
Every business,
Everything.
every
Yeah,
equity market,
yeah,
it
and
was
it's back
just at
down to
normal levels
what was it, 149,
pre-pandemic.
162. So it's $10 above last March or 2020 March. Um,
What do you think? Would you buy Meta?
yeah, definitely. I would put it up there with Disney's of the world. Yeah, definitely. I'm all about these companies. It's not going anywhere. Old people love Facebook
Well, that
or
was going to
Meta.
be my point. It's basically a targeted ad service for boomers, is what it is at this
Yeah,
point. The boomers can go and argue with each other.
yeah. No, they love it. It's easy to reach out to them if you need to. Reaching
But
out. I mean,
but on the other
article.
hand, the young people, Gen Z and younger, their subscriptions to Facebook, it's like
But
just
they use Instagram
tanking.
though. Everybody uses Instagram. They also. So I mean, who that doesn't use either Facebook or Instagram? Like,
Basically nobody.
nobody. So somebody's one of those two, and I think they realize that. So they're going to be up there. They're going to be up there for at least the next 5-10 years. They're like I said, they're already working with that Oculus product that they have.
Yeah, and
Uh,
looking at some of the fundamentals, earnings per share not bad. We got diluted EPS in December 2020 of 10.09 and was up about 30%, almost 40% to 13.77 in December of 2021. And I'd imagine we're probably going to see that increase more this year.
Yeah, no, the
Price earnings ratio is about 13. That's probably the most reasonable of any tech company. But the reason is because they've taken so many hits and they're down. So I don't know. You would buy if you had $1,000?
I think so. I think so. If I had that 1,000, I would definitely buy Meta. I like it as long play.
I know for the same reasons though. I think I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy because I just don't know. I mean, some of the fundamentals are trending in the right direction, but if you look at the big picture of the business model, it being a targeted ad service for boomers, I just don't know if that's got long-term viability.
Well, yeah, eventually you're going to become one of those boomers. So, until the next product comes into play, I think.
Well, that's my point. Is that
But
the
I mean,
next product
Instagram,
is.
like Instagram, is going to be the next. Oh, my grandparents use Instagram. That's the next one. So they're already gonna have you tied in. So yeah, they're ready. And then the ones for their grandkids, they already have that one. Is the Oculus, the actual having an digital interview with somebody with one of your avatars, like showing up with the backpack, animated your animated avatar showing up with the backpack, going to the interview. So that's what's next. So they already got your grandparents, they got you, and they got your grandkids. So um, I don't see them thinking backwards.
They're not going anywhere. Yeah.
No. So yeah. I guess we both love Meta, or kind of love. I know I love it. I'm speaking kind of.
I'm probably a little more opposed just because I don't know where they're going, and I mean, some of the fundamentals look sound, but in terms of PE ratio, you want to be looking forward to, and I just don't know that it's there. I think more money can be made elsewhere, frankly. So that's my opinion.